What is good, boaters, and welcome back to another video here in quarantine. So my sister recently just got Disney Plus, and I obviously now have the login for it, and I was looking through and they had this movie, Let It Shine, one of my childhood favorite movies, because for me this movie basically started my whole rap music listening career. You know, as a kid I didn't really listen to like rap like my brother did, but my sister would listen to like Alicia Keys and Jordan Sparks, and so I kind of would listen to more of the, I guess, softer side of music. Call me soft, whatever. And my brother would listen, you know, hard rap. You know, he was a little too aggressive for me. But then this movie came out and I watched it and I was just like, that shit just hit. It just hit me some type of way. And I gotta say, the rap songs in this movie are just the best. The story behind this movie almost hits home. It's like a bunch of black people, which I love it, and it's just a great story. For some reason as a kid, I just felt so emotionally connected to the characters, and I watched it again and it kind of felt a little cheesy, like you'll see.
Sing with the voice of comfort and gladness. You give me joy.
So right off the bat, the movie starts off with just such a beautiful, soulful, just gospel singing. And my 11-year-old self just melted when I heard that. That man's voice was just like, ah, and like you can't tell me that that's not beautiful.
1, 2, 3.
So in the first scene, we can obviously tell that everyone in the choir, everyone in the church was having a great time, really feeling the praise, really feeling the Lord himself in the just the groovy music. But the one person who wasn't experiencing it was the pastor, reverend, the main person of the church, which we also get introduced that person is Tyler James Williams, aka Everybody Hates Chris, aka Cyrus in this movie, his father. And his father is the reverend of the church and doesn't approve of the hip-hop realm of music, which ironically enough is Cyrus's main interest. So you can see where the dilemma is. One thing I didn't catch on to as a kid when I was watching this movie was how weird the dancing is. Like, what is this whole locked arm cheeky bang bang? What is that? I don't, ew. What are you, like freaking a crab or something? Like, the dance moves on this are kind of weird. Just got to point that out.
Cyrus, why do you want to embarrass me? What was that nonsense out there? When I appointed you choir director, I assumed your talent would be used to sing praises to the Lord.
I know that. That's why it was a gospel rap and not, you know, something inappropriate.
Any rap is inappropriate as far as I'm concerned. Rap is the devil's music and does not belong in a house of worship.
Honey, he just completely is undermining his son's opinion, and that just, me as a 12-year-old boy, I felt that deeply, because like I have African parents, and if anyone has African parents or even strict parents in general, you know that they don't listen to you for shit. You try to explain them logic and they don't, right through their heads. Probably why I love this movie so much, because like I was just like, damn, Cyrus, I feel your pain, my guy. So Cyrus gets a call from his friend Chris, who tells him to come to this bar club kind of deal thing because there's a big event going on there. So knowing Cyrus's dad obviously wouldn't approve of this, so Cyrus has to sneak out of his house to go to this bar club that all these musicians and rappers go. It's almost like an underground, like, I guess, freestyle session. Cyrus actually works here, and we then get introduced to his friend Chris, basically the friend that just is in it for the ladies, the one, everybody has one of those friends that's just down to fuck.
We should get together sometime, you know, and keep this whole vibe going.
Anytime.
You know, the pretty boy. So at the bar, we get introduced to our next character. His name is Lord of the Bling. He's basically that one friend, or not even friend, just that kid everyone doesn't like. The one that just tries to flex the money and just thinks they're lit because they're rich, you know? They're just the stereotypical like,
oh, I'm cool, I'm smooth. Gang, gang, gang. I got money.
Lord of the Bling and another opponent or challenger are going through a rap battle, because that's what they do at this bar.
They call you the boss, but you have no wealth. No employees, you should fire yourself. And your pants so tight that you can barely move. Gonna put you on a plate, watch you get chewed. They should call you a ghost the way you get booed.
As a kid, I thought this was probably one of the hardest things ever, but like now, listening to this, damn, the bars are The bars are shit.
I know I'm ready and able, but I'm stuck here busting all these tables. I can show I got what it takes, but I already used my 15-minute break. I'm working for minimum wage when I should be up on the stage. Feel like I'm in a cage, I need to turn the page, cause the other guys are fake. I could leave the crowd amazed.
Ooh! So right there, we get a taste of our best friend Busboy Cyrus's bars, his flow, and even to this day, this just hits. The way they have it all tied together is like a whole musical thing. Like, it's totally Disney. Like, it's kind of cheesy, but like, it goes, it flows. No wonder why they got me as a kid. But that's our first little taste of Cyrus's rapping. It gets better. And now we're introduced to our fourth, I don't know, another character. And this is Roxie, Cyrus and Chris's friend from school, because they all went to like kindergarten, third grade, elementary school together. And she's now a big pop star. She's having an event or a contest where an artist that wants to make it can write a song and enter it in their contest for a chance to get their song produced by her record label and have a music video done on a specific like TV channel or whatnot. And now Cyrus is inspired, not only because he wants to make it big with his music, but also because he loves this girl. Cyrus is about to start cooking up in the lab with his song that he's gonna enter in this contest, and I've got to say, this is probably one of the best songs in the movie, and we get introduced to it here. My childhood self probably just, when I heard this. This is probably one of the best ones. I'm telling you, best song in the movie.
Her home is in my heart. It's like she never left. This is more than a crush, more than a like more than a love. Baby, I'ma make you mine, and I ain't giving up. This is more than a crush, more than a like more than a love. Baby, I'ma make you mine, and I ain't giving up. Don't run away.
Don't run away from the truth, 'cause I'm not giving up on you. The words are kind of cheesy, but goddamn does it get you grooving. And right here, let's remember this, okay? The picture he's sending in for how he looks. I don't know why he decided to pick a picture of him and Chris, but he did. So yeah, just remember that, because that's gonna play a big part in how things roll out in the movie. If you could take a guess, you probably know. Because why the hell do you pick a picture that you're not even the main one in, bro? So in the next scene, we now see Roxie, the musical artist that Cyrus and Chris went to school with back in their olden days, and she hears the song and she loves it because the artist's name is Truth, which is Cyrus's artist name, rapper name. And you know, the song, it just speaks to her because she always wants to bring out the truth. When she heard that song, it just spoke to her and she loved it. But then the issue happens is they automatically assume that Chris, Cyrus's friend, is the artist because either he's good looking or he's the first one in the photo. Anywho, I think Cyrus was dumb as fuck for sending in that picture.
On the beat is in the house. What's up? We are in Atlanta to reveal our big contest winner. You submitted a song to On the Beat's contest, right?
Yeah, most definitely.
Well, since you decided to make it, we're gonna break it!
So On the Beat, the TV station that, you know, is kind of like the music TV station, rushes into Off the Street, weird ass names, which Off the Street is the bar club thing that all these people go to. They run up on Chris and they're like, yo, you won the contest, blah, 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 and you get to meet your new best friend, Roxie. Roxie comes in, everyone's all hype and stuff, and then there's this awkward interaction.
Hey! Cyrus, you look the same. I mean, exactly like you did in 3rd grade.
Thanks. I guess. You look better than ever. I mean, like you didn't look good before. I'm just saying now you're just like, all this.
You can just see the love in his eyes when he speaks to Roxie because he's stumbling, fumbling over his words. It's just awkward. I don't know if the script is bad. I don't think the script is bad. I just think this is more tailored towards kids. So now, as a 19-year-old, I guess I'm still a kid, but definitely not the demographic of this movie. Now it's just like, oof, it's kind of cringe, but I will still love this movie because of the music.
Give it up for our new rising rap star! He keeps it so real, he calls himself Truth!
You got my name on.
That's me. I'm Truth.
At that moment, they realize, Chris is like, wait, they got my name wrong. Who's Truth? And then Cyrus is like, he's just so ecstatic because he's like, oh my God, that's what she meant when she's like, oh my God, she loves it. Like my song, I'm Truth. I'm Truth. Like, what the heck? I won? Oh my God, that's crazy. So another issue arises where Cyrus now walks outside expecting Chris to be telling him, that, this is a whole mixed up. My friend Cyrus is actually Truth. I'm not, but, I still love you, blah, 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 blah. And then Chris, God, the friend Chris, the one who loves all the females and is just like, oh God. He's like, yo, bro.
You know that I don't usually let one woman tie me down. Roxie, man, I don't know. She loves my flow. I mean, your flow. Look, I just want to see where things go between me and her, so you gotta think of something, man, please.
She likes you because she thinks you're Truth. Why don't we just keep letting her think that?
Cyrus, do not be a bitch. Don't be a wimp. Stand up on your grounds and go get your girl. That is your girl. She loves your song. Like, no, you really gonna let just because your boy wants a girl doesn't mean you give up on your dreams. Like, don't do that. You want that thing fair and square. Like, you're just asking for trouble now. Fast forward to the next day. They gotta record the song, re-record it so they could shoot it for the music video that they're gonna do since they won the contest. And they're in the studio. Cyrus is now, showing off his engineering skills so they can re-record the song in this new, lab studio type thing. They're recording. Roxie shows up and Cyrus has gotta hide because he's the one singing in the mic while they're recording. They do this flip-flop thing and it's just too much that's going on. Roxie comes in, she's talking to Chris, feeling him, like it's getting really kind of romantic. She's like, oh, did you really make that song for me? And he's like,
Of course I did, baby.
and then she's like, well, freestyle something from your heart for me right now. And that's when
Girls love me because I am so pretty. I got babes in every city. LA, DC, and Cincinnati. The tall ones, the short ones, even the uglies.
he can't do it.
Repeat after me. If I speak from my heart,
If I speak from my heart, I'm afraid it'll be broken.
The one thing I don't like about this is if Cyrus, you really like this girl, why are you gonna help out your friend by giving him romantic tips to say to the girl you're trying to get? Like, bro, such a simp. Such a simp. Now Chris goes into the booth to go explain to Cyrus all the cool things that are happening, and then here comes another fire-ass song because he accidentally flip-flops and then it's dark in the booth, and it's now Cyrus who's standing up, who Roxie thinks is Chris, and he decides to tell her how he really feels, but for Chris, which is dumb as hell, bro. Stop being a simp. But the song was fire, though.
it's hard for me to say how I feel in person. Just let my words caress you.
Who the hell says, let my words caress you? If that ain't the most atrocious, nasty-ass little shit, well, ew. I don't want your words to caress me, boy. You nasty.
You wanna know the truth? Check it out. How should I describe ya? Sweeter than Godiva, but your thoughts go deeper than a scuba diver. Whether you're in sweatpants or dressed in Prada, you can make me dizzy like a race car driver. Cause you're so fine, you make me look good. You're the passion in my life. You're the secret I can't hide. There will come a day I can say you belong to me.
And if I let you know tonight, it'll be alright, I bet. So fast forward, everyone's going about their life. It's next day, whatnot, and Cyrus is working on this new track. He then says the song that he's working on is going to be a conversation between Truth, Chris technically, but actually Cyrus, and Roxie. It's going to be a conversation between them. Remember that, because that's going to be important near the end of the movie. Just so you know. So the story continues and Cyrus is starting to feel a little weird about the whole Chris and Roxie thing, and he has a heart-to-heart conversation with his manager at the bar club that he works at. He basically tells him that Cyrus needs to stop being a simp, and then he says this.
How can you and Chris even call yourself Truth when y'all both just live in one big lie?
Calls him out for everything that he's done, and then Cyrus is like, damn, he's right. And then what happens? We move into another fire-ass song. Roll it!
They say I'm young, but my purpose is the inspiration of a nation. Innovation till I change the talk into a conversation.
This is fire. It's just so fire.
I wanna be the greatest in the world, not for the money or the fame or the girls, not for the car keys or the jet skis or the vacations in the West Indies, but simply cause I love it. When I write, I'm like a puppet.
And then the unthinkable goes down. Cyrus is caught by Roxie singing while he's in the bar or whatever. I'm just gonna call it a bar/club. And she's like, yo, what are you doing? You can actually sing and you sound just like Chris. And then Cyrus is cringe as hell, like, oh, well, you know, I guess I'm not just his engineer, but I'm his biggest fan. And then he starts telling her like, oh, it was just lip syncing. And her dumbass, first off, she pauses if she doesn't believe that it's actually lip syncing. And then she's just, well, that's gotta be the best lip syncing I've ever seen. You dumb bitch. You can't actually believe that he's lip syncing. Come on, shorty. What are you talking about? Oh my God. Cyrus and Roxie get to talking after she catches him doing all this blah, 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 and stupidly believes him. And they go out, you know, they start talking and they go out to get some food. And she starts to sit there and think like, man, we seem to really have a lot in common. Well, no shit. You're talking the truth because he's the truth.
Hey, look.
Phantom come alive in the nighttime.
Okay, how are they just walking down the street in Atlanta and then there's just a random freestyle circle going on at like 1 in the morning? It's dark as shit. That's dangerous. You're just gonna run up to this whole freaking gang style freestyle in Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all are crazy. Before they leave the rap battle, they run into Bling again, and he's just so condescending and all talking about how Cyrus is a busboy and is not cool, basically. And Cyrus just takes it. Disney just makes him the character that everybody hates. And I'm just like, damn, Disney, like, trying to beat this man's ass. Like, what the hell? Like, you really gonna make me hate this character? But as they decide to leave, Cyrus is like, oh, you know, it'd be great, just like old times, you just come to my church. And that was a bad idea on Cyrus's part. Roxie decides, you know, the next day to show up to the church and everyone's all excited. She starts performing this wonderful song and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful performance. But once the song is finished, Cyrus's dad then begins to preach. And this was an asshole move on Cyrus's dad's part. He starts preaching about how, again, we're letting our kids go to these bars and our daughters and children are wearing these short shorts and all that stuff. And he's basically coming right after Roxie's neck, like straight shots firing, bang, 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 with no regret whatsoever. He just doesn't give a fuck. He's shooting shots and Roxie feels that and she starts to shed a tear and then she runs out of there. Cyrus's mom tells Cyrus's dad that, you know what, you can sit on the couch because you need to go apologize to that girl. And he sleeps on the couch that night. It's the day that they need to shoot the music video. And it's also the day that Cyrus's dad is gonna apologize to Roxie. Cyrus is at the set shooting the music video. And then Cyrus's dad comes in to come and apologize to Roxie. And to his surprise, Cyrus, his son, is there. And he's very upset. He's like,
come home now.
And Cyrus, being the rebellious teen he is, finally standing his ground, and he says,
No.
Excuse me?
Cyrus's dad now knows all of his secrets. He now knows that he goes to that club, goes to that bar, and is part of the whole hip-hop rap career that he always preaches that he hates. So, there's a big dilemma now. He's upset. So Cyrus now gets put on punishment by his dad, and he says he can no longer go to the club. He's going to spend all his long hours and the rest of the summer going home and to the church working with the choir, and that's all, and that's it. So then they start playing this montage of Cyrus's life basically in the shadows of his friend Chris and everything he's kind of dealing with personally. And a big part of the movie happens during this montage, and that's when Cyrus sees Bling, you know, the man who's trying to be all big money and stuff and like kind of, you know, flexing everything, driving a taxi cab, dropping somebody off at the church. Bling's always getting on Cyrus and other people for having day jobs and Cyrus being a busboy. But homeboy is out here driving a taxi cab? Like, you can't, like, fake. That is fake. Then Roxie comes to Cyrus's house and it's like, hey, where have you been? We haven't seen you. But technically he's been basically grounded. And she's like, hey, can we go out and talk? So they start walking and talking and walking and talking. She's telling them that like things with Chris haven't been so good. They go into this record store and are listening to music, and Cyrus gives, you know, Roxie this encouragement to try and make more music that's natural, because she's always getting this hate in the music industry that she's using like a vocal coder or some shit. I guess that's like something like kind of like auto-tune or something of a sorts. But he basically encourages her to, you know, don't care what anybody thinks, you know, do your own spin on things. And they start getting the heat of the moment and they almost kissed. Then it awkwardly breaks up because she's like, oh, I gotta go see Chris. He's taking me a jazz museum, which is by far one of the best things he's done. And it's like, damn. Because earlier in the movie, Cyrus said that he wishes he could take, he wants a girl that he could take to a jazz museum. So basically, Chris is just stealing Cyrus's thunder. And Cyrus isn't happy with that.
Chris,
Yo, Sai, just a minute, I need to see you. What's up, baby?
How was your date at the Jazz Museum?
Oh, easy, son. There are other females here.
Cyrus is pissed. He's just completely frustrated because, like, yo, you can't say you want this girl Roxie, but then be spitting game to all these other girls. Then they start getting in this heated argument, and some hard words are said, like some really mean Disney words. And you know what Chris calls Cyrus?
And you ain't nothing but a hater.
Damn. Those were some harsh words, Disney. But after all that fighting, like shit, Cyrus is fed up. He's like, you know what? I'm done with you. You're on your own. He obviously can't be on his own because he has to perform live at this big event. And it's like he obviously won't sound like Truth because he's not Truth. There's the issue. Major issue. So now Chris is screwed. Right after that fight, Cyrus goes home and has a conversation with his mom. Now he's like, damn, I can't let Chris do this alone. Cyrus goes to see Chris. They hug it out. They become bros. And Chris just confesses that, you know,
Been nights where I couldn't even sleep thinking about the fact that I'm not you and that I can never be you, man.
who the fuck says that? That's not even what. So then all of this leads up to the big performance. Roxie comes out on stage, starts singing, and it's time for Truth to show himself and start doing the duet, the song that they made together, the song that was supposed to be a conversation. Remember what I said? The song was a conversation.
You ready?
Ready.
So Truth is ready, and now the real Truth is going up on stage.
Know you gon' be mad, feelings that you thought you had was for another guy. Well, I'm that other guy. I'm just a shy kid, camouflage before your eyes. And I knew my lyrics were the key to see the other side. I should've told you, but I never had the courage. And I thought you really wouldn't understand
What you expect
Me to do. First you were him, now you're you.
Now it's just me. And you
Got me on my knees. Roxie, I'm sorry. Damn, that is powerful, but now she is pissed. So now there's major tension. The truth is out. Roxie is completely upset. She feels betrayed to. She feels lied to. But the show must still go on. So she's done performing, obviously. And now, my favorite part of the movie comes. The rap battles are going on, and Bling wins the rap battle, and it's time for him to get his trophy. Since Roxie was supposed to be the one to hand the trophy to the winner of the rap battle, she's not doing it anymore, so Truth is doing it. Truth, now Cyrus, is handing Bling the trophy, and Bling, being the ignorant bastard he is, starts clowning and trashing on them on the stage.
Is it Truth or is it Baby Ruth?
You know, you don't deserve this trophy because you're not the best. I mean, you're not the best in Atlanta. You're not even the best in the building.
Yeah! Is that a challenge?
Yo, I think that is a challenge, man. I think it is a challenge, dude. I just challenged you. Here comes one of the best songs, rap battles of the movie. But hands down, anyone who's seen this movie knows this is the highlight of the movie.
You don't want to battle. You're the snake without the rattle. You're the boat without the paddle. You're the duck without the waddle. You're the horse without the saddle. The ranch without the cattle. The day without the shadow. Son, I think you should skedaddle. Kick grapple. I let him house sit. Here's a couple bucks. Buy yourself a better outfit.
And then Bling decides to throw in some money and diss him based off of how much income he makes. But little does Bling know, Cyrus has something under his belt.
You know what? You don't have a stack of cash or a flashy pad. I saw you last week driving a taxi cab.
He called him out. He said, I saw you last week driving a taxi cab. When I heard that part as a kid, I was like, oh shit.
He got him.
Got him good. Got him so good. And now everybody knows. Look at his face. Look at his face. He's shocked. He is shook. He's like, oh, fuck.
You're not a baller, you're a phony. I bet your whole crew was a bunch of renter homies. And now you lie in bed lonely. Your persona's a facade. The only girls you get are in the pages of a catalog. Yeah.
He said his whole crew's a bunch of random homies. God damn. God damn. This movie had some fire bars for the kids, man. This shit is hard. Some of the best songs in Disney history. Screw any musical, screw any of that. This is the best hip hop rap movie of all time. Like, Disney just killed it with this one.
And what's funny is your truth is enough. Why'd you have to make up all the money and the stuff? I guess it's easier to play the role and act hard, cause you don't have the guts to tell us who you really are. So you can keep a trophy that you don't deserve.
I might be a busboy, but you just got served. Cyrus won the trophy, he won the whole rap battle competition, but Roxie's still upset though, so Chris decides to try and fix everything the next day and talk to Roxie, but she doesn't budge. But then, when they're going to church the next day, Roxie shows up, and everyone's just like, oh my god, you came. It's just all happy, and they end the movie with a beautiful gospel church song once again. It is just beautiful, I love it.
It's been a long road, but we're finally here, and the view from the top so beautifully clear. We can see for forever, not a cloud in the sky. Picture perfect weather every day.
Every day of my life, and I feel like I'm chosen, and I like where I'm going tonight. I'm showing up tonight. His rapping in this is just so damn good. Like, you just feel it. I love his voice. It's literally so good. It is so good. Just. Damn, I'm just too happy about this movie. They turned gospel and hip hop and made it hospel or glip hop, glip glop. That's gospel and hip hop combined. You see the kind of the wordplay I did there? Yeah.
Front to back, we're packing, stomping, clapping, laughing, singing, dancing, passion everlasting. When I'm rapping to the track and asking everyone to put your hands up, stand up, Roxie, come take my hand and make the congregation rock.
So all is well, happy ever after, happy ending, basically like any other Disney movie. And that is the story of the Disney movie rap songs that just hit some type of way. Like, you guys gotta agree, like the rap songs in this were just fire, the singing was just fire, and the movie storyline, I mean, was pretty good. I gotta give it to it, I enjoyed it. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well, but that is all for the video, guys. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to smash that like button. Also, comment down below if you guys ever seen this movie and what do you actually think of the songs in this movie if you have seen them. Because, like, I don't even know how much of this I was actually able to show because I know damn well Disney's gonna come and try and fucking copyright this video. So, like, whatever. I'm still gonna post this anyways. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. A little different than what I do. I've never actually reviewed a movie before. So, maybe it's shitty, maybe it's not. I don't know. But I'm gonna post it for you guys anyways. With that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that is all for today. I wanna make sure you guys stay classy. I'll see you next time. Peace out.